we go. Yep, looks like we're good. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and start this quest, because we should be level 23 with Pugilist, so we can knock this out real quick. Ah, it's you, Lions. I'm sorry, don't have anything to teach you. If I ever did at all. You're far better at training under Chudo. You'll find her over yonder, just leave me be. I was so hopeful that seeing would improve his in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hammond out of his doldrums. Seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hammond once did, overcome the self-same challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say would stoke the fires of his fiery spirit. Listen well, Lions. Master once told me he used to refine his combination by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks which he struck would stir the Valkin from their highs, bear the mark of his fists, and would just seek out these trees and do as Master Hammond once did, strike them with the bootshine combo and bite the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you have felled enough of the creatures to collect 3 of their stingers, return here and present them to Master Hammond. They will remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. Alright, so, we are going to try to do a bit of story today. I just want to knock this out real quick since, it is class quest. Today has been a day, so I just want to sit there, relax, play video games for a bit, because, woof, I'm exhausted. Use boot shot. Oh, right. Fuck you. Okay. Okay, we'll go back to Ulda. I don't think this one's a super long one. What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace? Those balls, are those hornet stingers? You trained as I once did out in the dry bones. Those hornet claws were right pesky buggers. Lost fair count of how many times they stung me, though I remember the place well enough. The pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. The memories of my younger days come flooding back. What I wouldn't give to relive them. Lions, I want you to fight me right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again. To have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay, so we're gonna beat up an old man. Got it. I win! What do I win? I get a belt, right? He's getting a little tougher. I am kind of reminded of that episode of the Boondocks with the when Grandpa beats up Stinkminger and just like one punch knocks him out. Gods, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. There's still hopes for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet, see if I don't. What are you doing, old man? Learn how to walk? You were Wagfar Wideaxe. Ain't none called me that in ages. Nah, not since you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that humiliation, but it wasn't long until I found a place in the Alacran. Your boy Rukuda works for me now. Imagine me surprised when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. Well, Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night, knowing how flaccid you've become? Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, you could always just try a whiff of Sumus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample, but like as not, a dowling old sort like you won't ever wake up again. Shut your mouth, Wegfar, or I'll shut it for you. Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend a helping hand. By way of motivation, how about you have us a rematch? Of course, it take place in public, just like old times, and then there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilist Guild. What? That's ridiculous. Master, you're not obligated to take him up on this. This must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her as a personal assistant. Do you really mean to fight? Have no fear, Chichito. Master? Lines, I didn't mean to put undue pressure on you. But the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. I don't believe this. Listen to me, Chichito. I know I can do this. I just need Lines to keep getting stronger, as he's been doing so far. Fighting him reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again. If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I were to face Wildfire I am now, I'd be down to the count in a matter of heartbeats, not lying dead in the pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit raging, Lions. So keep at your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here, and we'll both continue our lessons. I don't think there's really anything here that's an improvement for us. Maybe the gloves. Alright. So, now that we are doing that, let's go hop back onto our bard real quick. I don't have any daily stuff to do because I knocked that off stream, because that's really boring to watch. We gotta go to the Royal Promenade. And we'll continue plot a little bit. I gotta be getting close to the end of A Realm Reborn, from what I know. What I know and can remember. So the question is, how do I want to treat Heaven's Ward? Part of me wants to continue using Bard, and then another part of me is like, no, well, give myself a challenge and start with one of my other 50 classes. I guess we'll see. My apologies for calling you away from your task. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience has prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The Alliance leaders are already sealed within. Let us join them, shall we?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Da has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Teleji Adeleji and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Yeah, it's always on me. I gotta do everything, because I'm the hero, a warrior of light. God, these guys are so bad. Like, I get it, at the same time, it is kind of shitty.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces.
Because what Alpha Node isn't doing here is the thing that Emmerich did. If we fall, that presents another front for the Garleans, but he doesn't say this here, so of course he gets knocked down a peg.
If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems we have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers and yet another ambition of inestimable danger. Again, you should have sold the fact that Garlean could have had a free border with all these nations, but you didn't because you fucking are dumb. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We can't well abandon Lord Hoshfont and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, then strive to fulfill our role as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilberd, what news? Then the assault has begun. We have at this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move your forces into position. We will join House Daliandar at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and then the Durranian horde as they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Alliance, I would have you and your adventurous allies bolster their defenses to the steps of faith. Report first to Sir Mansalane at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Okay. Let's go to Camp Dragonhead. I believe this is kind of like a duty, so we might be waiting a bit just because... Because DPS waits are always fucking terrible for stuff. You are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There's no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Durranian skirmishes parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've decided the Crystal Blades and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks. For the present, I'd have you join them. That is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the steps of faith and continue our preparations while the Horde arrives in force. They shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once our advanced skirmishes are slain. Oh, okay, so we're not quite doing that yet. We have to go over here first. What we gotta do is go back to the gate, turn that in. It's been... Okay, actually, I might need to check some... One second. Okay, sorry, just had to check. Had to check the laundry real quick. Play faster to death. Okay, I'm gonna go do that right now. What news, adventure? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides. Move fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. You might want to turn away, so I don't think you're gonna like this one too much. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is that you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross a sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barriers we call Thanafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protections, thus the dragon's knell, able to land unhindered onto the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swim within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer this to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge where the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain. We have dispatched our forces accordingly. I'd ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outmost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Hey, it's our friends. Signs of the Seventh Dawn. We could not stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louis Swa has taught us. As for where we may be for most assistance, I think it prudent we dive into 2 groups. You and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give him what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak to me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. We can't deny the request. We're the main character. We can't say no to anything. I trust you are ready, then. Good. Come, let's make for the battlefield. Wait, what? Wait, no, this used to be a duty. Excuse me? What the fuck is this? Interesting. Thank you. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Alright. So what does it want me to do? Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge for your life's blood. Okay, I can't move for some reason. Protect the holy sea. Okay, there we go. I can... There we go.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
I shall make it quick.
Oh, that is weird. I don't know if they changed Dankrid's voice, but that was not his normal voice. Yes, do that. Like and subscribe to Lauren B. She's being super helpful. Okay, so what do I need to do? Focus attacks on an armored dragon. They'll need more than that. Okay. Got it. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, so wait, no, I thought we maybe use the armored dragon to block it?
To me!
Oh, we can't even use the cannons. That's lame. Uh-oh. I guess this is supposed to teach you, like, new mechanics, because that's, like, the first time we really see something like that. Which I guess is nice. Oh, yeah, this is basically a tutorial. I see. Hey man, unless we got something up our sleeve, this is gonna go real bad. Ow.
No holding back!
You can definitely tell they got some different voice actors to do this, because that is not Yita's voice at this part of the game. That is, her voice is way higher pitched.
This one'll sting.
Oh, shit. That sucks. This is actually surprisingly complicated to where it used to be. Because it used to be you just walk down the damn thing and then like eventually like your DPS would go up those towers and fire like armor piercer bolts at him. Where's this new music too? Hey, Estinian's joining us. Oh, it looks like Estinian. Maybe it's not. No, he's there. God damn, he wasted no time in fucking that up. Yeah, this is definitely teaching you a lot of different mechanics, like the one where you have to step away from everyone. I don't think we've seen before this point. The idea of waiting in one AoE while the other one passes off, that's not really something we see too much. Where the fuck are we going? Oh, right, wait, we can stay behind her. It would be nice if I could see what I was doing, but that ain't happening right now. You know what? I actually like that compared to the old one. Because the old one was not the most exciting. Actually, I think I'm most, like, every time it rolled up, everyone just groaned. The dragons, they're withdrawing. Victory is ours. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter, if you grow so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your own allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and do all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of the great worm Nidhogg. Only your death will sate my lance. Lions, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. Commander Liviere, Lions, true to your word, you will arrive to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Now all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. Just remember, I deserve all the credit. We have indeed achieved victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and shattered, the threat to Ishgard has greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, and I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against the dragons and primals, the Ascian and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step we march ever nearer to our goal. And so as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory that you have won this day gives us greater hope for tomorrow. 'Tis a hope that we shall sustain us in the days to come and bear us past the many evils that may yet hinder our progress. Yes, you have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievements. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilward back to Ul'dah and resign those braves whose squad suffers heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return the Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. We will see to informing the other nations of what took place here. And be sure to give our regards to Minfilia. I do not believe they mentioned a check, but I'll make sure to see if I can go into their coffers and take all their gold. That is a fucking cool mount. How do I get the fire dragon? Wait, is that a... Wait. It's a fire dragon that turned into a phoenix? Where do I get that? I gotta look that up. If it's one where I gotta buy, I'll be so pissed. 'Cause that is cool. Lions, welcome back. Alpha Note sent word of the siege and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deed never ceases to amaze me, Lions. Thank you. You must be weary, Lions. But now you may very well be your only chance to... A descendant. A messenger from Ulda arrives with a missive for you. The Royal Seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Unamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ulda, in honor of Ishgar's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized in our part in our lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archon for their late earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek a share in the glory of our triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is still jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgar's return for the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce time to mourn Moonbreda, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought of such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Totaro, if you do me a favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, that descendant. And please let me know if anything else I can do. Curious. I never know Totaro to sigh at such requests. Could not be amiss? Oh, is this the one where we try to find her a purpose in the guild? It's just she goes off into stupid things. Look for Totaro at her desk. I might need another quick minute just so I can check laundry, because you gotta throw stuff in the dryer, so let's hit this real quick. Totaro is conspicuous by her absence. Okay, 1 second. Totaro, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think about it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Actually, I gotta... Am I an idiot? Okay, good. Alright, let's see what Totaro's up to. I don't know... I want this one to be just a Realm Reborn. And it seems like we're getting pretty close to the end. Like... This event we're going to is pretty much where all the big shit starts going down. Alliance, it's you. I don't mean to worry anyone, it's nothing really. Well, it's not exactly, nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Lions. I'm glad we've had this little chat. Oh, does it skip that? Like, she goes out there and, like, tries to be a miner and, to get some money for the guild, but it looks like we don't go and save her? Oh, for fuck's sakes. They don't need any more money. They've sold Skyrim 17 times. They don't need it another time. Terrible. Besides, everyone knows the money's going towards their space Skyrim game. Yes, Totaro, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broaden the subject with all the recent excitement, but Lions have made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused of your duties for a time, then well, you certainly have earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Descendant. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventures of the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Cult Tendant have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. So it seems only right that I, too, shall acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Oh, wait, no. Here she goes, doing stupid things. Whoa, hey. This is the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. Never even seen Miss Totaro so determined. Has aught befell which I might help at, Descendant? Not at the present, thank you. Was there something you'd ask of me? Oh yes, please excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to your protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, said Descendant. I take my leave of you. Oh, there's two here. The power to defend oneself. Totaro has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall Oriege Ange mentioned that she had developed an interest in Arcamania. Perhaps she hopes to gain admittance into the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lamensa. Yes, that would be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. And there was also where we are needed. I wonder do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? I'm sorry to say that I have yet been unable to do so. Now I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and an escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist in this matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Lions. Now, it only seems fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea taking etheric readings, that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Cole Tennant were to act as two such escorts. It was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer was not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Lions. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task should he be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Okay, so we're gonna do that one first, since it is much closer. Instead of traveling to another town and then having to travel all the way back for this, we'll just knock this out right now. Ah, Lions, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Lieutenant? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself. Need I ever remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malls we may be, but we shall be but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, then you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Lions, we'd have you attend a scholarly charge of surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Lions, in spirit we shall be together every step of the way. At last the Cyan man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we should have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Imsamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Yes, this location will suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please, stand at the appropriate distance and watch for wild beasts. Yeah. I should just let the wild animals attack him while he's doing his research, but... guess we have to be the good guy. Yeah, doesn't it suck being the selfless hero? That's why I want to unlock Dark Knight, because it kind of takes into consideration, takes a lot of the stuff, the busy work we got to do, and kind of conceptualizes it. I see you have both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though, if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick faults, but I must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Mold awaits, shall we? Ungrateful twat. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected, but perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but this is queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. As before, my guardian, pray leave that me to my task and ensure our safety. Fuck, I can't read anymore. All right. Say that can't be all of it. This data should prove invaluable to... Gods, what is that stench? Did you saw our creep of adamantoise while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reek of blood and offal. Awful? I think it's awful. I don't know. I can't read. You choose to paddle in the ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of the unexpected privacy and performed a curiosity analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorz's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Oh, fuck you. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's front. The ambient ether concentration there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No. Don't bother asking. That was rhetorical. Now move along. This guy's a dick. Oh, we're going over here. Okay. That's, where Odin is. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position in which to keep watch while I take measurements. Yes, quite high, yet still remarkably lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Oh, I'm just remembering why this is important. Fuck. This is actually kind of vital. Something else? Scion, come here, I need you. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. There you are. Lions, Hori and I worried that when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog. By not one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Maybe a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in the area. What caused Willard to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Lions. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The descendant will want to know what happened here. So do I. Yeah, because he was the one that, there was suspicion on him for stealing weapons and stuff. At least that's what the official story said. But until then, we're going to go over to Limsa Lamensa, see what Tataru's up to. I believe this is where, she wants to be kind of more helpful to the guild. Trying to fire in her calling. Oh, she's gotta be downstairs. Alright. Alliance, what are you doing here? Did not mean for her to worry, that's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thybergreen's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Oh, isn't this the one where you gotta go to, like, the box? Like, it's the first starting quest of Arcanist. But I haven't done it yet on this character. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So you're acquainted with our newest member. Sorry to say to bear the bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to the study of Archimia. Needless to say, nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists must be expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataro's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an idle person to have one on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Over Azure seas, the pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plan to naught, came the last whom none could fool. Beat him with the black daft, and gut him with a gust. Deck him with downburst, go Carbuncle go. Are those crates I spy? And this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Carbuncle? Little shit. Come back, Carbuncle, come back. Okay, so where is Tataru? Is up there. Okay. Need to get some more Geisha greens when I get a chance. Slowly running out. I should have known you'd come, Lions. You didn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of a wild beast. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Tubergrim of my intentions to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, is, like so much else, is beyond me. Good coffee? Something tells me you need coffee, not the carbuncle. Back so soon? How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, mistress. Abysmally, as lions will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist, wrong as usual, and completely and utterly unqualified. I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We all must come to accept our own limitations unless our ambitions lead us astray. However, you must not lose sight of your strength in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcana. Were it not so, you would have struggled to summon even Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, mistress. I don't know how to say that, so I'm not going to attempt your name. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be so discouraged. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go away to the Rising Stars without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful. In the Costa del Sol we shall go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Okay, so... what is going on in Costa del Sol? What? You project this withdrawal? I will project all I want. Yes, that's it. This is where the man at the Drowning Winch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, which produces the most precious pearls. However, these clams are also covered with certain wild creatures and are coveted by certain wild creatures. And since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. What fortune! I've already found one. Would you be so kind to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Okay, over here. Oh. You're a big one. He's actually a little tough. Why am I so weak? I mean, I'll win at the end of the day. It's not a big deal, but still. Well thought, Lions. Well thought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's The sort of power to defend myself and other people, in ways. Right, well, I mustn't keep Vahaman waiting. There's work to be done and tons of it. We're to secure provisions for the signs from the limits and markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. We'll be heading back to the Rising Stones, if so, pray convey my apologies to Adescendant and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Very well, Lions, and thank you for everything. And that sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Okay, let's go turn these in. That's terrible. Should be a shark. I know potatoes are annoying, but Tataro's probably one of the only good ones in the game. Mainly because she saves us money. But besides that, yeah, I don't have the shark minion, or I would summon it. Welcome home, Lions. I gather you found Tataro and Lamenta. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure, and while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect it would prove to be an invaluable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Lions, you have returned. You seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Wilred, dead. Perhaps murdered? By the 12, how could that be? I'll send word to Alphanode at once. He'll conduct a full investigation and send word to Willard's family. God, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? But I'm sorry, Lions. Doubtless this weighs heavy on your heart. We've already imposed upon you so much. Pray take time for yourselves. I dare say you'll be more than earned a response. After all, you'll be most busy with preparations as the banquet draws near. Should other adventurers summon you elsewhere, perhaps now is the time to heed their call. In order to progress the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I thought I was gonna be done with this Realm Reborn tonight, but that ain't gonna happen. Yep, I did it a little while ago. Whether or not he's sleeping, I couldn't tell you. Okay, so what I have to do now is I have to do the Legacy Allag, which has me running all over the world. Man, I was hoping to be done with story, but that ain't gonna happen. Hey, don't worry, I remembered. so what do I have to... Alright, I should probably actually put that on Legacy of Alleg. I have to go and find a flawless water crystal. Yeah, of course I did. I did. Anybody else is going to be so confused when what I'm responding to, but it's okay. Do I want to go this way? No, I want to go the other way. Okay, so now we have to deliver them over back to Mordona. Therapy, yeah, don't I know it. Good lord. You can always do what I do, I was gonna say, just don't go to therapy, just get drunk, but that is an unhealthy answer to everything. Yay, substance abuse. Alright, so, let's turn this into this guy. I'll progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from that I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astonishing. You've done well, Lions. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Xanarak, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanolin, the latter in the Thanolin, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Kothras. You can expect them to be closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Okay, so Xanarak is going to be over in Little Alamigo. And I just want to continue story. But I understand why this has to get done. Because you can't put it off forever. Check laundry one last time. There we go. And just like that, we've got all 4 crystals. Lines, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastman? Yes, I was. There you go. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give you the impression we'd be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If we are to reflect the elemental forces at the tower's defenses, they must need to be cut and polished, a process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, you'll be requiring your services once again. If the flawless crystals you procured for us start to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. When I say substances, one might just as well call them substances, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementary aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we need. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that there's no aether sand currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I've yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point I have placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater risk the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of others less savory parties. Which is why I wish to entrust you with the payment of our purchase, and send you to speak directly to Guildmaster Serendipity. Perhaps the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In the event, it is my hope that when we meet, you will be found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. Alright, now we go to Ul'dah. Get it? Ethernet, we have to go to Goldsmiths Guild. See what they have to say. Ah, Master Hart, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Coinarch. Unfortunate timing, I was just about to contact Master Rambos with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of a fire aspect of aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jermaine over it. Oh, I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you could do. Without the sand, we'll have to rethink the whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I'd be happy to accept the funds you offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. So as we can do without midday meal for a year or 2. Lions, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got an eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the bloomin' aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the Allegan civilization is a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with the new airship design. We think of much else. Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling might be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea when we heard about how you lot used the corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all varieties of 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lad. How we're mean to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation if not by technologically invigorating. While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact his purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? Alright. Dispatch is yours. I'll let you have it, but if we're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. Not every day you get a chance to experiment on the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up a new technological innovation or two. From what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. Just so happens I know of a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in North Danoland who, very occasionally, handles the Earth's aspected variety of aether sand, which is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being just the other day. He seems to have been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Danoland without me. I just hope he managed to stay out of trouble. Out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? I which thought it'd be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turns out to be less inspiring than he first thought. We're not gonna murder our friends for aether sand. That's terrible. Save your greetings. If you're looking for the hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. The day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. The type 2 has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lalafell lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some matter of special sand. I forgot what it was called, and it was apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled into a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I have not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. It's just possible the poor sod maybe have lost in the old Almagina mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. And that's why we're not gonna kill him. We aren't a necromancer. We can't get skeleton friends. Be so stupid sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I would do. Now I'm gonna die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna go walk out of here. Here we go. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Lions, is it really you? How did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expected you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I just thought in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, I concede perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is the stolen aether sand is right where oh dear, must have fallen out when I was taking evasive measures. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead. Oh, thank the gods you're a true friend, Lions. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. On the inside, aren't we all skeleton friends? That is odd to think about, but yes. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here, Wedge. Lions, have you any luck locating the Aether Sand? Yes, here you go. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand, and you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of valor and knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should be the one. Then you really should be the one to have it. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all proper avenues of airship innovation, and it sounds as if your problems can't be solved by any other means. The expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any adventure worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, but you should return to Mordona with that Aether Sand before there are any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Lions. Okay, so let's go turn these in. We've got 2 more to find, which is where I think... Lions, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring some Aether Sand. Tell me, what variety did you find? There you go. I see, 2 varieties. Well, this is 2 more than you could be reasonably expected, and 2 less I'd hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes as planned, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, are you so kind to prepare the relevant crystals? I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like this every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but Aether Sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust in the back of a merchant's red gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust him to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How is a genius meant to rest his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive? And now they've determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It would be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambos, have you any information about where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I've certainly certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Lions has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlene acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and gather the necessary materials. Since the time, however, I have never heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, the lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot dismiss the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the crystal's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Persa the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where the Aether Sand might be bought, it is he. Okay, so we gotta go all the way to Gridania. At least we'll be able to meet one of the best boy before we call it a night. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase the Aether Sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water-aspected variety of abrasive is derived. Only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by particularly pernarious cog. Should you encounter the bedusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Okay, so we need to go to Quarry Mill. Yeah, this quest is just basically run all over the goddamn place to unlock the first 24-man dungeon in the game. You were too late, adventurer, but not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the orb which but recently laid here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the advice of your evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I've decided to share the location of an alternate source of Aether Sand with you. The Wind Touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention? Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for purposes of removing impurities for lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventure, before I snatch another prize under your nose. There is to be a race. The Ixo logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be your destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Alright, so now we head over to North Shroud. Ah, this is taking forever. Bravo. That was quite a show adventure. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aether Sand slipped my mind. Sense the presence of a power... Oh, that's something different. I appear to have forfeited my little race. Congratulations. The wind touched the abrasive of yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help but feeling the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you in the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. What is... No, that's... I don't know what it meant by that. You feel a presence of a powerful mark. But whatever. Where am I looking? Should be around here. There it is. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Oath's gift into Aether Sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it's made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronologue the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you've shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you might imagine. Alright, so now we have all 4 of the Aether Sands as well as the crystals, so we should be able to break down the barrier. What news of your mission? Are we getting closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? You brought both. I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There. That should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. It was a trifling matter, I assure you. Lion's Ears is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striking up to the Allegan's front door. You cannot go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? It's not every day you get a chance to study the wonders of Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take the knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's freedom through technology. Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would not, we would have no truck with machines that would be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, nor have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyieldly wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. So, you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you've not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventure with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Greetings, adventure. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Grahatia, one of the students of Baldesion. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned as a project as an observer. Hope you will forgive him for his interest in... Fuck, I cannot read! Eccentricities. Fuck, I am butchering that. And welcome him as one of your own. I know the word, I can't say it for some fucking reason. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers to Noah. Noah? That is the name I've chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of St. Koinarch, can we? No, we must have a memorable affiliation if our adventure is to leave its mark on the annals of history. I have claimed that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, or so it does, technically, but our true reason is for choosing the name stems from the fact that it is shared by the vaunted Allegan Archmagus. An Archmagnus, I like the sound of that. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Ready. Alright, so I can actually start doing the fun bits of this quest. God damn. Gentlemen, the secret of ancient Allegan beacon. Let us not keep them waiting any longer. Venture, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ramros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of our resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, top lopsided gate found in the southeast. I doubt I'll even be able to do the first part of this, but I might as well unlock it. Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, are you the only one of your number who has ever crossed this threshold? I ask you take the lead for the present. Say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparation. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft would spare us inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. I, for one, am convinced, friends. Ready your fangs. Last one is yours, old friend. It seems only right. Indeed, the interest of the tower is near at hand. My blood finally sings with anticipation. Fuck, I gotta end soon. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Lions and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of this place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Lion here fits the description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in our absence. While Lion and his companions are risking their life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we shall set about analyzing this rubble and evidence of its technology's function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in this endeavor, historian Grahatia. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Lions. As it seems I won't be accompanying you, at least allow me to provide some instructions. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on riddling the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain that the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure egress into the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Lions. Do I want to give that an attempt? We might as well give it an attempt. Probably won't happen anytime soon, but we can see. Let's go ahead and go over to Ulda. Very much doubt we'll actually get in, because it usually takes super long for... Well, actually, Crystal Towers... pretty... It kicks off a lot in the random roulette, so... I don't know, there might be... It might not be that bad. Okay, so which gate is that one? That one is the Gate of Nald. Soft Astral Fire with Umbral Ice or Umbral Ice with Astral Fire. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Okay. We'll just pop that right there. You have a satisfied look of a mage who utterly vanquished his foe, Lions. I formally welcome you to the Brotherhood of the Thermitages. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding Thermitage, a needed quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aethid, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to gather or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As for your experience grows, so shall your reserves of theratological endurance. The wellspring of magical might be so swell in response to moments of extreme terror or duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Okay, go. Bard, there we go. Excuse me, bye. Let's see, what party am I in? I am in... Oh, that is terrible. We need to change that. We're gonna move that over here. We're gonna move that over here. There we go. Save. Thank you. We are in B. See if I can even remember how this goes. Are we already losing people? Holy shit. Okay, so let's see what it's given us. We have something that's not for us, and another thing that's not for us. Actually, I don't even think that's even that great, because our stuff is so much better. See, just double check. Yep, we're in B, so we gotta go in the middle here. There we go. Where the fuck is the rest of the team on? Oh no. That's not good. How were we the last one? That didn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I think this is the guy where you have to actually be in like a ghost form in order to actually fight him. Because I'm not doing any damage to him right now. Okay, healing stuff, and we finally get some stuff for ourselves, but I don't think I really want it. Yeah, we'll pass. Okay, so I think we have what? I think there's a boss fight where we got a couple bombs. So I think we either protect the bombs. Yeah, we each take a section to focus on. So let's see, where are they putting us? B is the one in the back. And we basically just have to protect the bomb. Alright, so now we go over to the Behemoth. If I remember right, he just has comets that will come down. We have to avoid them first and then use the comets to avoid his, like, big attack. Well, that's fun. Everyone's inside, so... So what's the spell I'm looking out for? Should be casting it any second now. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Oof. Of course this is a dragoon that gets fucked up. Alright, I don't think I need any of this, so we're gonna pass on it all. And that should be a good point to stop the stream. Next time I'll probably wrap up Crystal Tower. There's still 2 more sections of that to go. And then that should be the end of the Realm Reborn. Wait there, Lions. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned by this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower is constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Giant of a man wielding a seething scimitar, you say? Yes, that will be, Pelegithion, or Pelegithion? Legathion. Not Archeon, Pelegithion. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I am certain that we shall say affinity for the lore of Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from the musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient text claims that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Well, there it is. Fool of a tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? Or the foot of the tower, not the fool. I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path for us through the maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we've much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Coinx Find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to end that there, and we will continue this next time, and, yep. Have a good one.